I'm looking for my friend. She moved here about 9 months ago.
Why are you here? In about 2 minutes, your road home will be underwater.
Now I'm joined by the lovely Lee Apsey. Hello, Lee.
Hello, thank you for getting my name right.
Yeah, I mean, someone's got to, right?
Someone's got to. The actual premiere announcement just now in the screening, my name is pronounced incorrectly, so...
You can tell it wasn't me.
Lawsuits will be flying.
Just can't get the staff these days, can you?
Well, we have you, so now it's working.
Yeah, now it's working. We got this. So, what's Dark Beacon about, and why did you and Cos write this crazy film?
I got involved because...
it's actually Cos's original story idea, wasn't it?
The original story. The story changed a lot, and I'll take credit for any of the good parts people liked. If they didn't, that's from his original thing. Koree sent me his 5-page step outline, and I'm a psychopath, so I had...
his name's Cos, right?
Cos. I just complain about names. Cos feels weird.
I don't even know him as Koree.
Okay, well, I'll say Cos, but you'll know what I mean. I wanted to work with Cos for a while, so he sent me the 5-page step outline, the original idea of the film, and I'm a psychopath, so I had 20 pages of notes, which his response was just
That was before he sent you the 5 pages.
Yeah, it's like just the tone you use when you describe this film. So I jumped on board for then, and because it's an independent film and it's moxie filmmaking, ended up producing and doing the costume department as well.
And editing.
There's like backstage scenes where I'm like trying to solve something and I've got like someone on the phone about finance while I'm fixing a dress for the next scene and kicking the door closed because I can tell someone's got a health and safety issue. I'm like, stop, next, do it later.
What was it like working? What was it like working with your friend? Because obviously you are very good friends, and you brought this film to life. I mean, how long did that take? What was the process like?
Well, it was very good working together because Koree also lives with me, and I'm technically his landlord. So it meant, if it was like, okay, Cos, if you really want, the arc will go that way for this character, but then you have to leave and you'll be homeless. And that was my bargaining chip.
I can see how that would work.
Yeah. No, it's good. I've known Cos. It's so weird to say Cos. I've known Cos for like 12 years now. It's weird.
Best 12 years of your life.
They've been magical. It's been so magical.
So how did you get this baby made? I mean, this is your second film together?
This is my first as a feature, although weirdly enough, Cos worked on a sketch show I made about 10 years ago.
We're going to come to that because I want to talk about your comedy.
Jimmy Allen is in.
Oh, see?
So we have alumni.
6 degrees of separation.
Well, it's like 1 degree. It's not even separation. It's 6 degrees of
connection.
Yorkshire, basically. It's if you lived in Yorkshire, then you're sort of part of like the northern British filmmaking mafia.
Okay, we'll come back to that. Back to Dark Beacon. How amazing is it to have your film in London, in the View Cinema in London?
It's wonderful, and it's lovely to see some people like coming out who are excited to see it as well. The nicest thing is. Other people caring who I don't know, because I was the thing. No matter what I do, like I've done work that's seen like a lot of people already, but I don't get to physically see them. Especially now when you sort of put a lot of things out. Like I do a lot of live theatre stuff, and I also do a lot of like internet-based stuff. And in both those situations, you don't get to directly see people show up. It's like, oh, they've dressed nicely for this. I'm going to take that as directly for me and the product we've made.
Are you happy with the final film? Is there anything you would have done differently? I'm
me, so I'm never happy.
Especially editing it as well. You've probably seen it a million times.
Yes, and I've got things that like, well, I'll come back, I'm like, oh, that was like a frame short, and I know what I did on that. So I'm me, and I'm never happy, but I'm extremely proud of what we've achieved, and the mocks we've had to pull it through, especially getting Koree Lighthouse, which is awesome, because it's like a...
that location's just incredible.
Well, it's like something out of a fairy tale, because we essentially had... it used to be all this stuff about lighthouses on an island and getting boats, but for Koree Lighthouse, for those who don't know, there's about 100-metre causeway. It takes quite a long time to get down. If you're running, and I know this for a fact because it was a busy film shoot, it takes about 5 minutes of sprinting to get across it. And twice a day this alarm goes off and goes, Wah! Like an old World War II.
It's in the film.
Yeah. Well, they might not. And it floods and it goes underwater and completely disappears and becomes an island. So it's lovely.
That is scary.
Yeah, well, I mean, one of the films we really love and like shamelessly an influence is The Shining. So the idea of going, tracking down someone you really love deeply and care about, finding maybe they've changed, maybe there's something uncomfortable happening in the situation, and looking back and your pathway home is gone. is just that's like mythological, and we have
Works on so many levels, emotionally, spiritually. I mean, is it something that happened to you or Cos, or both of you, chasing up a long lost love?
No, because that would be sort of stalkery, I think, actually.
Well, maybe you just want to rekindle things. See where they ended up.
For me, it's normally the other way around. I think
they pursue you.
It's more someone comes to find where I've shown up, and then I'm the one that they're going, hang on, I think he's kind of lost it at this point.
I mean, as you can tell from the banter that we're having, Lee here is a bit of a comedian. And tell us a little bit about your comedy and your sketch shows.
Well, I started out in comedy. I started out writing comedy, and then moved to writing, producing horror films because it.
That's what I was going to say. Have you not been tempted to put yourself in a film or to write like a rom-com or a?
I have some wonderful black satires ready to be produced, but it's an easier financial and investing jump to go with horror first because people will like it and see it. You build a brand. It's really hard to go to someone and go, okay, we don't really have like big names, but it is a really interesting black satire about the nature of grief and fathers and sons. And people can go, no. Okay, we've got this horror film in an awesome lighthouse with April Pearson from Skids. Cool. Right.
We're in.
Yeah.
So if you could make any film, if you had any budget, what would it be? Would it be a comedy?
Yes, it would be. I've got a black comedy satire called Dad Hired a Hitman, which is
Is it based on your father?
I hope not. Maybe he really hates this film and he'll see it. No, that is sort of it's another like sort of emotional thing, like it's sort of Takashi Miike kind of thing, where you take a really nice relatable element, like whether love should be possessive,
evil,
or actually loving and caring, and then just telling like the dumbest way you can.
I like it.
Which is what this film is as well, if you really look at the subtext, guys.
It's really not.
Well, okay, fine. I mean,
there's nothing dumb about it.
I only wrote it.
Co-wrote it.
Co-wrote it. Produced it. Well, that's all.
So were you not tempted to write yourself a role in it?
I'm too distracting. I'm also too weirdly pale. Like I've cameoed in like sketch comedies and stuff that I made a few pilots. But anytime I'm in a shot, you have to relight it because it looks like there's been a mistake. Just 'cause I'm this pale and fat and red faced.
I don't believe that. And I believe you're really, I believe you're really tall. So they might need like people on like steps. I mean, if you couldn't be in a film with Tom Cruise, could you really?
I could be if he sits on my shoulders and we wear a trench coat. And then he'll look.
I mean, that's something that you would do.
Look like he has like really good childbirthing hips because that'll be his torso, and then it sort of explodes out.
Okay, we're going into really weird territory now, but you know, that's what we do.
That's what art has to do, isn't it?
Challenge.
Yeah. I had my lovely bit. My metaphysical bit was one of the underlying themes of this film is two characters, one whose philosophy believes they don't deserve to be loved, and everyone who thinks they do deserve to be loved, and how those are both potentially damning.
Is this a real bit?
Yes.
So you dress up as Santa Claus at Christmas?
Santa Claus dresses up as me. I had been told I look like a young Santa Claus.
I mean, I know that you have dressed up as a character from Game of Thrones at the London Rolling Film Festival once.
Yes, because it was Halloween. I checked ahead. I contacted yourself and Alida to say, is anyone else dressed up? Alida said no. So I thought, well, now I'm definitely doing it.
And who did you come as?
I came as Cersei Lannister. But Cersei Lannister, old reality, or Cersei Lannister who'd already been assassinated. But my look was how she looked in Series 1. So a lot of people were freaking out about spoilers. They were fake spoilers, okay?
I mean, I'm not going to lie. He was pretty hot.
Thank you. What do you mean was?
I mean, that's impressive. I'm not going to lie.
I can't actually do the burn together, which I unfortunately unveiled.
We said we weren't going to talk about that.
Oh, sorry. I demonstrated it, though, because I was trying to be indignant and it backfired.
It's working.
Thank you.
So, would you say also, like Cos, that your favourite horror film is The Shining, or do you have any other favourites?
Well, this is one of the reasons why I think we work well together, because Cos watches like minimum 3 horror films a day. He goes through like tons and tons and the stacks of DVDs. The only horror films that I truly love, Shining, Babadook, Get Out, Alien, and Terminator 1, which is classic horror in structure.
Psycho?
It's a thriller, but yeah, I like Psycho.
Well, it's been...
Come see my film. I think Psycho's overrated. I don't. It's great. It's great.
What's next for you?
Next week, I'm writing on the aforementioned wonderful horror film based on ayahuasca. There'll be a lot of method writing on that. I'm set.
You involved in the film made in Italy as well?
Yes, I did writing on House Red. But House Red is lovely because House Red, I co-wrote on it but did not produce. So I have the wonderful thing of like all the things that I like, Dark Beacon, all like the sleepless nights and all the nightmares, and like, I'm like, oh, hang on, we need to change the edit slightly. I've got to fix this drone footage. For like House Red, I was like, it's not my problem.
Not my domain.
I was aware there aren't any problems I'm aware of with it, but it's just nice to know that if there are, they ain't mine.
So producing is not your favourite task?
I know way more about international tax regulation and child licensing laws than I ever wanted to know. But yeah, that's the thing, just stepping up and getting things done. I think that's how a lot of people get into doing things like producing, because, you know...
It has to be done.
Yeah, I'd like to get like, oh, I've got this idea, other people go and make it for me. But no, you just got to step in and just go, God, get it.
And then you make enough money to get other people to do it for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I can build my stuff. Next time will be someone else who will handle costume repairs.
This time next year, Rodney. This time next year. Lee Apsey, it's been a pleasure. Congratulations on Dark Beacon. It's an incredible film, and I wish you all the best with the new one.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well done.
What we did was wrong. And now we're being punished for it.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.